Let's talk a little UFC with
so
Bryan
he
Callen.
has announced his fight. He's going to fight next year, early January 2020. No opponent, but it will be in Las Vegas. We have some sound from Conor. Here we go.
Okay, let's check it out.
I would like to announce to the public the return of the notorious Conor McGregor will take place on January 18th in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. So that is my comeback fight. It is 12 weeks this Saturday. I'm in prime physical condition. I have agreed the date with the I've agreed the date with the company. As far as the opponent, I have the opponent's name, but for me, the game I am in, and from experience, if I was to give you people the name, which I would love to do, I know the UFC would flip it because they are a crafty company. So for me, here's this one. Ask the UFC who the opponent is, because I do not give a who the opponent is. January 18th, the return of the notorious Conor McGregor, 12 weeks this Saturday at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. That will be the beginning of my season. I will then look to compete against the winner of Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal for the bad mother title. Obviously, I have history with Nate Diaz. We are set to make the trilogy bout. So we will see how that one goes. I feel Nate will get the better of that one. And we will contest the trilogy bout. Then I will seek the Moscow bout. And it will be against the winner of Tony Ferguson and Khabib Nurmagomedov. I can't even say the guy's name. Who gives a the guy's name is? But that is the bout we want. We want this bout in Moscow. The people of Russia deserve this bout to take place. The people of the world deserve this bout to take place. It is an inevitable rematch. It is a rematch that I will come in sharp, fresh. I will have no injuries. I will have no alcohol. I will have no outside influences. I will be fully focused. Exactly what the people deserve. Exactly what the fans deserve. And we will settle it once and for all.
Woo! Everybody calm down. You just calm down. He doesn't want any part of Khabib Nurmagomedov, all right? He's just, the guy is a problem you can't solve. I don't know what you do with that wrestling. Khabib walks around at 200 pounds. He's a bear.
He's wrestled them. He's beaten them up.
He does whatever he wants to you. He just locks your legs up like this. He locks them up, and now you're like this, and you're like, oh, my wrestling is gone. Then he just slams it out. You can't. I don't want to see him do that. I want to see him. I love his attitude. I think he's great for the UFC. I want to see him fight somebody he can stand with, not wrestle.
So there's a lot to unpack with what we just heard, Bryan.
Yeah.
Let's start with first things first. Radio audience, you didn't see. The only way I could describe his look, to use, I guess, a Vegas pop culture reference, is Matt Damon in Ocean's 11. The way that he, at the very end, where he played somebody who was from the Vegas Authority, right?
Yeah, the gaming board.
The gaming board with the glasses
Yeah.
and a suit and a tie, and then the hair the hair very neatly slicked back. What's that look? What was that?
He's always dressed to a T. We had him on Fighter and the Kid, and he just showed up in the tightest white pants and this fantastic watch. He sparkles. The man sparkles. He's a star. But Matt Damon is, you know what I can never get over with that guy? I love him as an actor. I love him.
Yeah.
I think it was the first Shaq Ryan or whatever it was, when he's running down the beach. And do you remember this? And he was
movie.
kicking his legs way too high. And I swear to God, in the middle, I'm with my friend in the middle of the theater. I go, guy's never done a sport. My friend goes, I agree. I can't abide by the fact that you're running, you're hightailing like that. You gotta, I don't know. There's a way to run for you. If you can't run like that, then I gotta see your passport. Are you an American? What's going on?
But that glasses look right there. I mean, that was something.
No, listen, it's an intellectual. I'm sure those glasses don't work, but there's something sexy about it.
Those aren't real, right?
No.
Those aren't real.
No, but you look, if you're muscular and you have glasses, it's a wonderful contrast.
It's kind of a Ewan McGregor look that he's got working
You're
right
right.
there. Do you know what I mean? Like that's another. I mean, that's the way he's
birth.
That's the way he's looking right there. So there's that. Nate Diaz just tapped out at 244. So what's he talking about with Nate?
I believe that Nate will be exonerated.
Okay.
I believe that Nate Diaz is too macho to do any kind of a performance-enhancing drug. I'm serious. That guy would look at you and be like, I'll fight him. Wake me up from a nap. I don't even have to train. I just don't buy. But these tests, what was his name? What's his name? The guy who they call him the Golden Snitch. The guy who runs USADA. Good guy, actually. But he was saying that these tests are so sensitive now, they pick up on anything. It's like a seismograph. If there's any little, like,
Yeah, an elevated level is
so,
what it's being-
elevated levels of what? I'm not buying it. I usually would be like, yes, he's dirty. I'm saying Nate Diaz is clean. I put all my money on it. There's no way.
So
and
what-
if he is, maybe he drank maybe he took a certain, like maybe a gasoline station sex pill. I don't know. He's innocent. He's innocent. I say Nate Diaz is innocent. Let
Okay.
him fight Jorge Masvidal. Those are two of my favorite fighters. The Diaz brothers and Jorge Masvidal. I mean, every man, when you see Jorge Masvidal, the way he wants to fight so badly, I produce estrogen around that guy. I watch it and I'm just like, I'll cook for you.
Elevated levels?
I have elevated levels. The whole time I'm looking at him, I'm like, God, I thought I was straight this whole time. I'm so confused. Come on, Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz. I'd love to throw Conor into that mix, but I say against Jorge Masvidal,
Yeah.
Conor doesn't want that fight. I mean, he wants it, but I don't think so.
So what fight does Conor really want?
I think you got to give Conor somebody who's strictly a striker. I don't know. Tony Ferguson, these people are monsters. They live and breathe it. Conor is a true fighter, but he's so wealthy. He's such a celebrity. I don't know how you compete with that kind of hunger.
Why doesn't he want to go and just be a celebrity?
Because he's
then?
a fighter. In his heart, you don't get to where he got without being a savage. I just think, though, that there's some people that are that puzzle, the stuff they do, the way they live and breathe fighting, their ingenuity, it's very hard to deal with. Remember, a lot of the guys that Conor starched was at 45 when he was a big 45, and his boxing was high level in comparison to those guys.
Right.
He'd stay on the edge of the pocket. He understood distance. He had longer arms. He'd hit you and you go to sleep. Then he started fighting guys who were bigger. When he fought Nate Diaz the first fight, I went, I've never seen Nate get hurt. I've never seen him get dropped, really. I've seen him get picked up and slammed to the ground, but I didn't think he had the power, and that's exactly what happened. So I don't know, man. At 55, Conor's natural weight is 170. 170, that's his frame. Khabib walks at 195. Ask Dustin Poirier about that. Dustin's a beast, and it's just sometimes you're just too strong. Come here. That's what he does. Hey, come on. That's hilarious. That's adorable. Let me just put your jaw in your neck. Come on. When he was beating up, who was it? Michael Johnson. He was going, come on, buddy. Tap, buddy. You know the belt is mine, buddy. Tap. Come on. He's beating him up. Come on. I don't want to hurt you. I mean, when you can do that, when you're going, come on, man, tap. I don't want to keep doing this to your nose.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.